there, friend. Welcome to Start Early Today, Mindfulness Walk, Sunday edition. How's it going? Take a deep breath. We're just checking out the outside, the outdoors, and engaging with Mother Nature in the simple act of walking, moving one foot in front of the other, being mindful of the palms of the feet touching the pavement, centering the abdomen, relaxing the shoulders, and awakening the senses, the eyesight, the hearing, the smelling. And each and every breath, be mindful of the smells. It feels so fresh because it rained heavily last night. And it is still kind of cold. And it's drizzling a little bit. But making our practice, which is just a simple act of walking, unconditional. Because you limit your joy if you make your happiness conditional. Let's say, for example, you only would take walks if it's sunny outside. Okay? But if you make it unconditional, you get to see the beauty of the variety of colors. And when normal people wouldn't go outside and you go outside, it's just it makes you create this secret world. Once again, going back to the breath, we are observing some animal activities, some birds and squirrels running hither and thither, and the cherry blossoms, they're falling. Just beautiful. And we've been walking for as long as we can remember, and it is such a gift to practice it and appreciate it. Appreciate the small things, the mere fact that we are breathing, the mere fact that you are smelling and thinking and knowing that you have the power to manage your thoughts. That is true mastery. That is where all your freedom and your joy comes from. Because everything is just is. Everything is just in the wave and particle duality. Everything's just waves, particles. And it is through our participation that we are gifted with this ability to perceive and think and project. And that is how we bring matters to life. Okay? Or we can say this is how we bring things that are not seen to material form. That is why we call it matter, that it has been hardened through consistent thought. It's been hardened through consistent belief and feeling. Okay. An example would be a chair or a table. It has hardened into its chairness and tableness because of the intent of a mind. A fire hydrant came to be because of a man's intention for it to be there. And that is the power that is innate in each and every one of you, of us. So what is laying deep? What is deep in your heart? What is the purpose of your existence? And You can find that out through scanning your feelings, how you feel about things, digging deep inside, cutting out the noise for even just a moment, for just even for the span of this walk. Let's ask ourselves, what is the real deal? What am I here for? Because we're here for a greater reason, more than just the pleasure of eating chocolates and candy or sensual physical pleasures. It's much more than that. If we resist that urge and rise above, there is a world that we can tap into, the one that is bigger than the strive for the fulfillment of the small self. It is serving a higher purpose. A good practice would be, how can I serve a higher purpose, higher than the gain of just myself? And if you ask yourself that, you'll find greater power, because you'll be working with a higher organization which is bigger than you. And you can pull up powers too, from where you never knew existed. Powers laying down deep inside of you, because you're living for a higher cause, for a higher purpose, for the highest good. And we can do this by putting ourselves together first, by being clear on what we need to do, acquiring the skills that we can be proficient in and become useful for, and add to the whole beauty and vibrational resonance of the world. Can let go of thinking that does not serve us, becoming a wise discerner of thoughts. Can just easily filter them out, always returning to the breath. And then thoughts will pop up, and as we always say, they're always just pop-ups. They're just pop-up ads. It will suggest this is this and that is that. But it ain't so, my friend. It ain't so. What gets us in trouble is not what we know, but it's not. What gets us in trouble is the things that we do not know, but the things we know for sure that are not, that ain't so. Something like that. But you get the point. That's Mark Twain. He's a pretty adventurous one too, Mark Twain. I listened to Founders podcast, and he discussed the life of Mark Twain. He's an adventurer, and so are you, my friend. So maybe try something new today. Go to a new place. Maybe go to an old place, but perceive it in a new way. Maybe talk to your partner in a new way. Maybe get to meet him or her again. Hang out with your pet as if it was the first time. This is the beauty of mindfulness. When you bite into a fruit, make it your first time. Imagine that it came from the sun, that the rays of the sun penetrated the soil, and the soil absorbed the water and nutrients that turned into the fruit, the intelligence of the tree, with time and patience and processing that cannot be explained, turned the ray of the sun into a majestic fruit and some flowers that provides a sensual feeling when you sniff them. Isn't that magical? When you just sniff something that smells good. And then you go back to the breath again. And it is just there's so much beauty in being human. There's no limit to what you can be, do, or have. You can really immerse in the senses and optimize your body, make it as strong as it can be. You can sharpen your creativity. You can create anything. You can sculpt a gnome and have it on display in your front yard. You can trim the bushes. You can lay sod. And you can plant tomatoes too. Heirloom tomatoes, the beautiful red orbs, and make a salad. That's a nice goal this summer. Make ratatouille from the garden, or make a salad, a tomato salad. What's your favorite vegetable? Okay, going back to the breath. And the theme of this walk is to just walk. And just to see things as they are. The bird, I think that's a red cardinal. Gotta brush up on my bird skills. Oh. I know a sparrow, a sterling. I know a blue jay, and raven, and a crow. Do you know the difference between a raven and a crow? They're both black and they both look badass. I know that the ravens, the partners, the male and the female, they do a majestic free flow, like a free dive dancing sequence to prove their eternal love to each other. So I have seen on the social media reels. Going back to the breath. If you made it this far, you're doing a good job. Ooh, a chipmunk sighting. And the leaves are falling, the petals are falling. What's up with you? What have you been working on? Are you being more mindful? I think I'm so attracted to the concept of mindfulness because I think that's one of the greatest gifts of being a human, is to become mindful. We're gifted this gift to really immerse and experience what's inside and outside of us. We're just given the right amount of capability to know. We are both we're both man and spirit at the same time. And that's the whole point. That's the whole point of becoming alive, is to know that you are not totally human. To know that you're not totally just a mammal, and to know that you're spirit, but encapsulated in this 3D mind-body dimension. And there's a beauty in it, because it's I don't want to say a battle, but it's a game. That's a better word, right? The game of life and how you play it. Another good book by Florence Scovel Shinn. So how are you playing your game, my friend? If you don't choose the game that you're going to play day by day, minute to minute, the nature will play you. Okay? But you have the power to rise above and create your own game. Create your own world. Become a true player, a navigator, a captain, instead of an NPC being fed with ideas and just running on autopilot. It may serve you for a while, but you know deep inside of you, something or someone is crying out for self-actualization. So tune into that. Get to know yourself. What are you about? Where's your limit? And where are you most energized? And where this is leading up to. Alright? Try some new things. Scare yourself. Do something embarrassing. Okay? And nothing ever is a big deal. Take it lightly. Don't take it too seriously. Be light on your feet. Jump around. And it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. A vegan one. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you found some inspiration. Hope you heard some whispers from the deepest part of yourselves. And act on it, because inspiration expires. So whatever inspired you today, may you put it into action so that the world becomes a better place having you in it. The book is out on Amazon. It's called It's All in Your Head, Friend. Everything's just a thought, and thoughts can be changed. 200 ways of turning things around right this moment, only if you want to. Just type in that title. Okay? And if you're liking this podcast, please rate and comment, subscribe, follow, and share to your loved ones. And what's on the menu? Check out makepurethyheart.com. The most recent post is a vegan tofu braised ginger garlic hoisin with soba noodles, and more to come. I did eggplant omelette as well. I'll be working on that today. And yeah, have fun in the kitchen, have fun on the sidewalk, have fun in the park, have fun in your life, because God made it for fun, and we take it too seriously, and we gotta let that go. Only if you want to. You can stay serious too if that's your game. I'm not infringing or enforcing anything here. I'm just your friend. Yeah, that's it. What else? Yeah, start early today, make Pure Thy Heart, Turbo Goth, and do some jumping jacks. I love you, and you love you, and so be it. Peace.